Okay, we are going live here. I think I had something messed up on my live stream there, but looks like it's working correctly now. It is. There's Kick Your Bass. How's it going, buddy? Hey, Dadbot Angler. Merry Christmas. How's it going, man? What is new? What's up? What's up? Anybody take a look at the old Jeopardy? Not the Jeopardy, the Jupiter Saturn star tonight. That was cool to look at in the sky. The Star of Bethlehem, they're calling it. 800 years since the last time that those two planets were aligned together. Strike King and giveaway was enough to shut off Monday Night Football, no doubt. Monday Night Football is not what it used to be, Robert. Uh-oh, Henry's not going to be on long. Thanks for stopping by, Henry. Appreciate it. So we'll talk about this. Giving a few of these away tonight, 3 of them. And a few more things. Oh, really? 13 fishing rods. Wow. You must get up there quite a bit, eh? Kick Your Bass. Got a few things I want to go over tonight. We will see if we can get some more to hop on here. One thing that I was going to mention, the funk in Connecticut. Right on. Got to get your son to bed. All right. See you in a minute. The Super 6 sack, the 6 cent Super 6 sack showed up today. Came in the green bag, and I've already got an unboxing video on that I've done, and I will be posting it tonight probably. So if you want to check out what came in that video should be coming up fairly soon. Let's see here. Was also going to mention that it's getting a little cold where I live to fish, although we've had a nice couple of days here. I went out Friday or Saturday, and the wind was insane. What's up, light line fishing? Terry Nance, yeah, that star was pretty awesome, wasn't it? First time in 800 years. That's crazy. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I went fishing with my buddy Dean, and if you want to get to know him a little more, I've got a video that I put up here a couple days ago. Maybe it was today. I don't know. I schedule these things to pop up, and I kind of forget when, but I know it's up there now. I love fishing any way I can, and I had a bass boat. I've got a bass boat, but I had a bass boat for a long time, and then I got wind of kayak fishing, and I thought I'll try that. Yeti Whisperer's on. What's going on, man? How's it going? Anywho's it? I got a kayak. I got a Jackson Coosa kayak, and this was before they were making kayaks with pedals. So you just had to use a paddle. And I like the idea of having a kayak to sit on top of to do pond fishing, because I like to do a lot of pond fishing along with the lakes and that kind of stuff. Robert, you won't regret it, man. Kayak fishing is a blast. You get in Yeti Whisper, you're from Dallas, huh? I got a good friend that lives in Dallas. I go down there periodically. I got several good friends down there. Anyway, I got this Jackson Coosa kayak, and it was really fun. The one thing I wasn't prepared for, though, is wind is not your friend in a kayak. It's not your friend in any boat, really. But in a kayak, it is crazy. It's crazy in a kayak trying to fight the wind. So if on a big windy day, you're on a kayak and you don't have pedals and all you got's a paddle, it gets insane quick. And I got dumped out a few times, and I just did not like paddling and trying to fish at the same time. So I sold that Coosa. It was a good boat. It was not a bad boat at all. But I decided to sell it, go back to my just fishing out of my bass boat. No, never fished at Remembrance. Kick your bass. No. I have fished over at Giacomo in Blue Springs, but not Remembrance. The Lifetime Teton Angler. I don't know which one that is. IMX Pro Bladed Jig Rod showed up. Oh, man. I would love to see that thing. I have really been wondering about that rod for a while now. Okay, anyway. So I got rid of that kayak, and then a couple years go by, and then I bought the pedal drive kayak started coming out, and I thought, now wait a minute, this could be a game changer if you can actually move the boat with your feet so your hands are free. Then you could fish and it wouldn't be a pain. And so I started looking at that, and I thought, I'm going to try that. Okay, exclusive Dick's kayak. Gotcha. Yeah, aluminum boats are pretty light line fishing. That's true. The wind will really get them too. But if you got a trolling motor, at least you've got something on your side to help you fight the wind. So I got I bought a kayak, a native watercraft kayak. It's called the Titan Propel. It's a really wide boat. It's about 38 inches wide, I think. Really wide and stable. You can stand on it, fish standing up. It's pretty cool. What up, Josh and Hunter Adventures? How's it going, man? Good to see you. So I got myself this Titan Propel boat, and it was a game changer. I absolutely loved it. And I fished out of it for, I don't know, maybe about a year. And then I had a chance to get a Hobie, so I switched up to a Hobie, and I sold the Titan. But my buddy Dean, who lives here in town, he tried my Titan, loved it, but he wanted a short. He decided he wanted to buy one, but he wanted a shorter one. I had the one that's almost 13 feet or 14 feet long, 13 and a half. What up, Top Notch Fishing? How's it going? So he bought a Titan, but the short version. They make a 10.5, a 12, and a 13 and a half footer. He bought the 10 and a half footer so it'd fit in the back of his truck. I use a little trailer for my kayak. Anyway, it's a really cool little boat, really slick. He just picked it up maybe 2 weeks ago, and I met him out on the lake first day, and he took it out on the water, try it out, and it was really a fun deal. So I got a video up of him with his new kayak, and you may want to check that out. That was fun. And he shows you up there. He stands on there and rocks around with it and other things, and shows you how stable it is. It's a great fishing boat if you're in the market looking for something like that. So that's a couple of videos I got going on. The Super 6 sack, like I said, will be posting tonight after this live event, and then you should be able to see the video on his new kayak. Yeah, Kick Your Bass, you're right. It is a very nice boat. What you got to figure out if you're getting into the kayak market, I mean, of course, the first consideration is money. Can you afford it? You're right, 500-pound capacity. You're right, 6 Cents Yeti Whisper has another 20% off sale. I just got an email about that, so that's pretty cool. 20% off. They call it the year-end sale or something. And of course, there's a lot of tackle companies that have sales right now. Tackle Warehouse has their 25 days of Christmas. There's several others going on out there as well. Good evening, JB's Fishing Stuff and More, Northwest Georgia. So back to kayak fishing, though. If you want to get yourself a kayak, of course, money's the first thing. But the second thing you really should consider, in my opinion, is how important it is for you to either sit or stand to fish. And if you really don't mind sitting, you can get a lot cheaper options. But if you want something that's really steady to stand in, you've oh man, Old Towns with the spot lock trolling motor, those are off the rails, man. You're right, Dad Bod. They're a lot of money, though. A lot of money, but that spot lock, I've got that spot lock on my bass boat, and it is awesome, fantastic, incredible. Light line, you're out of Stockton? I'm fishing Stockton Lake tomorrow, man. Taking the boat down. I heard that the A-rig's working pretty good down there, so I'm going to take my Alabama rig down and give it a shot. Top notch. You had a native, huh? Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, a boat. Some of those natives, though, like my Titan had a very comfortable seat, but some of those kayak seats are really bad. Yeah, you want a pretty stable boat if you're a really hammer when it comes to hook sets too. In fact, I almost lost a fishing rod the other day. I was out with my buddy Dean, and the wind was insane, 40 miles an hour. We really shouldn't have been out there, but it was a warm day, and I couldn't help it. And we went out there, and it was just insane. And I'll tell you how I lost this, because I could have potentially flipped the boat as well if I just wasn't paying attention. The wind was really howling like crazy. And of course, like I said earlier, kayaks and wind don't go well together, but I snagged my lure on a rock or a tree limb or something, and it was not coming out. So I came up to it, and I got right up against my pole, and reeled down and tried to free it loose and could not free it loose. And what I didn't realize is that I had positioned the boat so that the currents come in this direction, and I had my boat in between the current and my fishing rod. And so almost instantaneously, a huge gust came up and pushed my boat up against my rod so hard that I could not push the lever on my reel to loosen up any line. And I was reeled all the way down. So I didn't have any slack in the line. And, you know, I'm on the boat. I've got a heavy boat. All this weight has been pushed up against my rod. And all of a sudden, it starts jerking, trying to jerk out of my hand. So I'm holding on to it as tight as I possibly can. And all of a sudden, the boat lifts up. And I thought for sure I was going to dump out. But luckily, I was able to pedal around, basically pedal 360 around the rod and get some slack, get on the downwind side and get some slack and save from losing that fishing rod. It was close. So it was just another good reminder. Do not mess around with wind on a kayak. Be careful for sure. Wiggle wart, brown craw, green craw, Slade 2. Hey, speaking of wiggle warts, I got some right here. These are some of the best lures in the world for my part of the country. And these are all the original wiggle warts. I was going to do a video more on wiggle warts, so I won't spend a lot of time talking about wiggle warts, but you've got the old original wiggle warts that were made by Storm Lures years and years ago. And then Storm Lures got bought out by Rapala. So the old warts are called pre-Rapala warts. They're all called Storm Wiggle warts, but the pre-Rapala ones have a different action in the water because they're made from a different material. It's the same mold, but it's made from a different material. And these things are hard to find and they're pricey. Now, one way that you can tell the difference between a fake wiggle wart and the original, or a new and the original, is you just look on the bill. I don't know if this will zoom in. Look underneath the bill for the word wiggle wart. And that is the best way to be pretty sure you've got an original. The new ones today say Storm. They don't say wiggle wart. So if you want an original, that's what you look for, the word wiggle wart. These craw patterns are just crazy good. I'll show you just a couple here. How deep do they dive? It depends on the line that you put on them, but shallow all the way down to 10, 12 feet usually. I fish probably in the 8-foot range most of the time, 8 feet or less. But, you know, lighter line will go a little deeper, heavier line, a little shallower. That's a pretty good color here. This is another way you can get them to suspend or get a little deeper, suspend dots on them. Yeti Whisper, you're right. Big money. I've got one. My next live video, if I can remember, I'll do a wiggle wart video. I'll go more in depth, and I've got one that sold for over $600. In fact, at one time it was several $1,000s. The time that when I got it, it was in the $600 to $700 range, and I did not pay $600 to $700. I actually won it in a raffle, so that's a great deal. This one here, if you notice, it says under the bill wiggle wart, but it says suspending. So they have regular wiggle warts, and then they have what they call the suspending warts. But as long as it says wart under the bill, you probably got a legitimate one. Yeah, You're not kidding. It's hard to throw these because there's so much money. Look at this one right here. This one is called Missouri Craw, this color. And if you go online and try to find these, you can easily pay $200 for one of these in mint condition. It's insane what these things go for. This color in particular is a hot, hot color. You're right, top notch. They are fish catchers. In fact, that tournament I was telling you guys about last week where I fished with Brandon and Polinick on day 1. On day 2, I fished with Kurt Dove, and on day 3, I fished with Matt Heron. And Kurt and Matt both were throwing wiggle warts, and Matt Heron in particular. He had a ton of them, and he was catching a ton of fish on wiggle warts there at the Table Rock. Here's a brown craw. They don't look very, they kind of look like, yeah, whatever. But there's something about their action, man. They really catch fish. Let's see if I got a different color here. Here's a different one. And these are all pretty sweet. Wiggle wart. So maybe we'll do that next time. I'll break out a lot more of my wiggle wart collection and show you. I have found that these little boxes are great. I don't want to take an entire box of 50 wiggle warts out on my boat. It's too risky because they're so expensive. So I just use this little box, and you got basically 12 warts in one little box. These are great. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Hack Attack box. The Hack Attack bass fishing box. I already showed you guys what was in this in my Strike King video, but in case someone didn't watch that, I'm going to show you what's in this. As I said, the retail price for this is $29.99. Right now, I found these on sale at Academy for $19.99. And they have in them this hat, Strike King hat. They have this buzz toad. It's basically a buzz bait with a frog on the back. If you've never fished one of these, it's just a great buzzbait alternative without, it doesn't have the skirt, but the action you get with this buzz toad is pretty awesome. This is an excellent lure, especially in the summer. But I mean, anybody that's thrown a buzzbait knows anytime they're hitting top water, you can catch them on a buzzbait. But in the summer, this thing really shines. So that's a great lure. I've got quite a few of these. And of course, you can get different colors of frogs, black, white. These are chartreuse. This is a chartreuse frog, but all kinds. You can even put different frogs on here. You don't have to use the Strike King ones if you don't want to. Horny toads and all kinds of stuff. Also, there is a Bitsy Bug mini jig, little finesse jig. And of course, while the water's cold, finesse jigs work really well. This could work for panfish as well, in addition to bass. So it's got a hat, a buzz bait, a Bitsy jig, and then it's got a couple of packages of plastic, soft plastics. It's got the caffeine shad, and of course, caffeine shad is Strike King's version of a fluke. These are the perfect plastics. So this is the same similar material as what's in the Z-Man lures. It's super, super durable, stretchy, lasts forever. I mean, you can catch a ton of fish on just one lure. So I really like the perfect plastic. And then a pack of fat baby finesse worms. And these Finesse worms are great. They're really just kind of a smaller, they're a finesse trick worm is what they are. And you can fish these a number of different ways. You can Texas rig them, shaky head, Ned rig, wacky rig. There's a ton of different ways to fish this worm. And if you're in really high pressure situations, these worms really shine. They'll catch fish anytime. But if you're having trouble catching fish and you need to downsize, these worms are great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Perfect Plastic's pretty stretchy. It is a little different than the Z-Man plastics, but they're very durable. They've got salt in them, and they've got caffeine scent. Well, caffeine scent, coffee scent. I like the coffee scent, actually. I don't know what you guys think, but I think the coffee scent's pretty cool. Thanks On the Fly. Appreciate it, man. So that's what's going in these Strike King boxes that I'm giving away tonight. And if you wanted to know how to enter for something like this, I tell you in the videos, usually just put a comment in the box, and then my wife goes through your comments and she selects the one she likes. And she sent me a message earlier. So I will announce one winner right now. David O'Hara. David O'Hara, you're the first winner of this box. Now, if you win, one of the things that I need you to do is contact me in order for me to send you this. I've got to get your address. I prefer that you send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram account is at Mr. Bass TV. Mr. Bass TV is my Instagram. And if you're not subscribing to my Instagram, I'd love for you to do that. Go on over there and connect with me, and we can communicate more. Let's see here. On the Fly, what's your favorite ice fishing lure? Okay, somebody asked me this last week. I don't ice fish, to tell you the truth. We don't get a lot of ice here. And when we do get ice, it's too soft to fish on top of. You'll fall through. I do have some cold weather lures that I fish with that will work if you're ice fishing, though. The Jig and Wrap, for one, is a great lure. Any of those blade baits works great, and I'm sure they probably work fine ice fishing. If there's any of you guys here that like to ice fish, maybe you could throw in the comments here some of the things that you guys like to fish with. So there you go. Dadbot says Walmart has some great deals with Strike King jigs right now, and comes with 2 to 3 Rage Craw trailers for $3. That is a great deal, because Rage Craw lures, soft plastics, are awesome. They're incredible. And if you can get jigs with the Rage Craw trailers for $3, that sounds like a great deal. I had not heard that. Robert Winfrey, I like Z-Man and Strike King plastics almost equally. Yeah, I like them both as well. I agree with you. Yeah, what do you guys think about the coffee scent? I like the coffee scent, but do you really think it helps catch bass? I can't believe that a fish really cares about coffee scent. Now, I know garlic works for sure, and some of those other scents like the crawfish scents and that kind of stuff. But, oh, okay, Matt, just so you think the coffee masks the human scent, Yeti Whisper, and that's good enough, huh? Wakes them up. Yeah. It's like coffee. Coffee gives them a jolt, and then they're lively and they want to eat your bait more. Yeah, I can smell it's pretty strong, Dad Bod. I don't know. I like the smell. Anytime I open them up, I love the smell of them. But and I'm not a coffee drinker, but there's just something about that coffee scent that I really like the smell of. Yeah, probably doesn't hurt. All right, so like I said, if you can, DM me on Instagram. If you win and don't have an Instagram account and can't do that, put a comment in here on this video, and then I'll find out another way to get you my email address or something. What's up, Frank's Fishing? Thanks for joining us. Okay, 3 winners. I'm giving out 3. I'm giving away 3 of these tonight, and I've given away 1 so far. So I got 2 more to go. 2 more to go. All right, let me tell you about a couple other things I got going on. One is I wanted to show you this crazy thing. I've done a video on it, but I haven't posted it yet. Maybe you guys have seen this. How many of you seen this? The Lure Lock. I think they call it the Lure Lock 4-in-1 deep box. My lights are reflecting in there, but is this crazy or what? I got this thing full of square bill crankbaits. Guess how many crankbaits I got in this box? Put in the comments here. How many crankbaits do you think I have in this box? There's an 80, 75, 100. Those are all good guesses. 35, 48, 100, 96, 125. Sweet new box. How long will it look like that after you use it? I don't know. That's a good question. All right, let me show you how many crankbaits are in this thing. You got 1 layer, and this stuff has this gel in it, you know, so they stay in place pretty good. Obviously, you can't dump it upside down. Got 1 tray, 2 trays, 3 trays. I have 95 square bills in this box. Can you freaking believe that? 95. And look how easy it is to find them all. You don't have to dig around, and they're just perfect. Super easy to find. I hope this box is going to be as awesome as I think it is, but just this alone, you know, you can try to throw 95 lures in a box like, say, this. And these are great lures too. But try finding the one you want, you know. You got to dig through all this stuff, and it's just this seems way better to me. It's not cheap though. I think this box was like $40. And but I'm pretty excited about this box. I think this box is gonna be pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. So I got a video on this that'll be coming up pretty soon. All right, God 661 God is love. I've announced 1 winner. I got 2 more to go. You're right, Yeti Whisper. When those get dirty, that gel, I think I got an empty one. around here somewhere. When that gel gets dirty, you can just rinse it off. You can also put it in the dishwasher, they say. So it can take really hot temperatures and really cold temperatures. All right, let's announce second winner. First winner was David O'Hara for the Hack Attack Strike King box. Next winner is C Big Hill 75. C Big Hill 75 from Center, Alabama. Roll Tide. You're the winner. So, like I said, if you're a winner, if you are a winner, DM me on my Instagram, Mr. Bass TV. Mr. Bass TV. All right. Those lure locks are cool. They are really cool. I've got a few of them. I got one that I tried for terminal tackle and other lures. Seems to work pretty well. You know, the only thing that bugs me about them is why don't they have any waterproof boxes? I don't get that. When you spend all that money on that kind of technology and that sticky gel, why not make a few waterproof lids as well, and then you'd be good. Yes, Henry, eventually you are gonna win. I can feel it for you. Yeah, I can't get over that. I can't get over this box. I mean, look at the thing. I'll show it one more time. It's crazy. It's so easy to find your lures. It's insane. It's awesome. Yeah, you're probably right, Yeti Whisperer. It probably would be $75 if it was waterproof. Gosh, that's part of the problem. The stuff is so darn expensive. Guggen Slayer, what's up? Thanks, man. Open it. I did open it. You must have missed it, man. All right, I'll open it one more time. Sorry if you already saw this. So you got a complete open tray on top. Then you got another tray in the center that's got, it's got actually, you know, channels, but they don't have any cross pieces. Look at how nice that looks, man. All those crankbaits in there, beautifully lined up, doing their thing. Amazing. And then the bottom is just one big open sticky pad at the bottom. You could use this for other stuff. You know, you don't have to put hard baits in it. You could take all these out and keep the trays out and just have one big open box if you wanted. I don't know what you'd use that for, but I'm sure there's ways to use it for that. On the Fly wins the next giveaways. I'm going to be telling you, I got more coming. Got more coming. Guggen Slayer, just changed some hooks. Good for you, man. My favorite crankbait, Leo. Huh. Good question, because it depends. It completely and totally depends on what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. As far as square bills go, I'll show you a few of these square bills. Why not? While I got them out. Since guys are asking. I'll tell you one I like quite a bit are these Spro crankbaits. They got a circuit bill, and they've got an interesting action to them, and they really catch fish well. I had not bought any of these, and then I don't know, 8-9 years ago, something like that, I went down to Lake Guntersville for a fishing trip, and I went out with a guide the first day, and he had a bunch of these. He was sponsored by them, so we threw them all day, and I was really impressed how well they catch fish. So I started trying them, and I really like these. Is it my favorite? I'd say probably not my favorite, but it's a great fish catching crankbait for sure. I really like the 6 cents crankbaits, and I'll show you my favorite 6 cents crankbait is this guy right here. Missing an eye. Let me turn it around. There you can see with the eye. There's something about this, the shape and the movement of this crankbait that I absolutely love. It really is a fish catching machine. And if I was only going to buy one 6 cents crankbait, this is the one I'd buy. It's the only one shaped like this. And I can't remember what they call it off the top of my head. Sorry about that. That's a great one. I also like these Bomber Square A's. These are little. They're only about an inch, a little more than an inch long. But they are very good little crankbaits in the springtime. Yeah, you could use the big box, open box for swim baits. I thought about that, and that's not a bad idea, Henry. How much tackle do I own? How much tackle do you own in a hole? I don't know what that question means there on the fly. Yeah, Little John, you're right, Dad Bod. That last one was Little John. Yeah, the Crush X, I think is what that's called on that one. And then this one's called the Flat 75X. The guys are saying, that's right, the Flat 75. I got several colors. You want to see them? This is my favorite color in the springtime. But this is a great color. Got a blue back. I really like crankbaits with the blue back and a chartreuse side. And then it's even got a little, this is a little bluegill look underneath here. And then here's a brighter chartreuse one. And here's another one too that just kind of show you. These things are great. Listen to the way they sound. They have a kind of what I'd call a modified knocker in them. They're really nice crankbaits for sure. Okay, there was another one I thought I'd show you. Yes. Okay. This here. Bam, bam, bam. I freaking love this crankbait. Any idea what it is? Lucky Craft. You're right, Henry. It's made by Lucky Craft. Oh, how many lures total do I own on the fly? Oh my gosh, man. I can't count that high. It's crazy how many I own. This is called the Fat CB. The Fat CB. Unfortunately, this size, which I think is their best size, they don't make anymore. And I cannot figure out why they quit making this thing. It's just insane. It's the number 2 is what they call it. It's a Fat CB BDDS2 is the BDS2. The Fat CB BDS2. It is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here's another one in more of a shad pattern. And I can't believe they don't make it anymore. If you go online, the only place you can find them now is eBay, and they cost like $50 each. It's terrible. So you almost can't fish them. I mean, but I fish them anyway because when I lose them, I lose them. They're gone. That's just the way it is. Check out this craw color on the fat CB. It's beautiful. I got a box of them over here. Let me grab them. See if I got any more in there. Yeah, I got a couple of more in here. This is another lure lock box. See? Look how well it holds them. This is practically upside down. This is a pretty nice color. It's kind of like an olive colored back. And as you can see on the bottom, that's what they call the lure. It's a awesome crankbait. So I would say, if I had a favorite square bill, this is probably it. What's interesting about this square bill is look at the bill. It's not totally square. It's kind of rounded, but it still acts just like a square bill. It really bounces off of wood and cover. And man, I'll throw this thing out. My buddy Joe and I were fishing up at Smithville Lake this spring, and we were fishing around a bunch of stumps, just a stump field, catching spawners. And these things just bounce off those stumps like you wouldn't believe. It's a great crankbait. Yeah, black and silver is nice. Here's another nice color. See if I got any more of those. I think I already showed you that. No, I don't think I did show you this one. This one's kind of like the black and silver, but it's a blueback. Look at the scale pattern on that thing, man. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But they are pricey. So I've kind of quit. I'm just going to fish these, and when they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to buy any more because they're too much money. Now, they do make a size 3 that you can still buy. You can buy the size 3 on Tackle Warehouse, and it works great too, but it's just a little bigger, and I think the smaller size works better. Kick your bass. No, I don't fish Mozingo often, but I have fished it. I keep wanting to go up there, but last time I was up there, I caught some nice fish on a spinner bait. You're right, JB. That blue is gorgeous. Here's another cool bait. This is by 6 Cents. What do you think of this color? You guys that are 6 Cents guys, you know about this, but when I first saw this, I thought, man, this is one of the coolest colors out there. And then I thought, well, what? Other than night fishing, would this thing work in the daytime? And then I got proven that it absolutely will work in the daytime. Yeah, they call this black magic. And it's black, but it's got these blue patterns in it and then blue eyes. But look, they're kind of holographic eyes. There they look green. Here they look blue. That's really cool. And look at the belly. The belly's even got some blue in it. And then a little color up here on the chin. Anyway, if you were wondering, does black magic work? It absolutely works. In fact, I was fishing the BASS Opens last year, not 2020, but in 19. And there was a guy out on, I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it was the Red River. We were fishing out there, and he ended up in the top 10 in that tournament. And this is what he was throwing in the middle of the summer and the hottest day. And he was slaying them. So black does work. One thing about the Red River, it is dirty water. And that's probably one of the reasons this probably shines in dirty water. Fox River in Illinois. I don't know about the Fox River, but you're probably right, Robert. Really, really nice color though. Love that. Here's the little bigger size on that Spro Little John. This is called the Fat John 60. This color here is called Cellmate, if I remember right. And you can tell by the way it's chewed up that the fish like Cellmate. See this here? I do this with some of my crankbaits. I will just write on the chin how deep they're supposed to dive, just to kind of give me an idea. So this square bill's, pretty average, 3 foot. Cellmate's a good color though. If you go with the Spro and you're wondering, if you haven't ever bought a Spro and wondering what color to start with, Cellmate, I highly recommend. Really good color. So that is square bills. That was actually really fun. We should do more of that. All right, let me put this back, and then I got a couple other things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Do I have a favorite bladed jig? I absolutely do, and you can't buy it anymore. Doggone it. I'm pretty sure I've done a video on it. I gotta think of what the name of that thing is. Anyway, it's made by a company in Alabama, and it will come to me. I absolutely love their bladed jigs. They work fantastic. Since you can't buy them anymore, the jackhammer works great. The Thunder Cricket everybody likes, I guess. And I don't dislike the Thunder Cricket. I've got Thunder Crickets, and I've got jackhammers, and here's my complaint with the jackhammer. It's $15 freaking, and it was $20 when they first came out. It was like $19.99 for one chatterbait, basically. And but the action is pretty unique, and they really catch fish. So I do still buy the jackhammers, and I guess since my favorite bladed jig is not available now, jackhammer is probably what I'm going to buy. Although, if you don't want to spend $15, but you still want a really high quality chatterbait, there is a pro version of the chatterbait, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's something like the pro version. The way you'll know it's the right one is it's the only one that's in the $8 range. It's around $8. That's a very good chatterbait. It catches fish great. It's got really high quality components, and it doesn't cost you $15. So you're right. Get a Carl's membership, and you can get a jackhammer for $12. So that's a good deal. Henry, you're right. The original chatterbait still does work well, and they're only like $3 or so now, aren't they? $3.99 or something. And they still work. I haven't tried that chatterbait with the clear bill yet. I'm sure I'll eventually try it, but I have not. I haven't bought one. I haven't tried one yet. And I don't know. I was just wondering if any of you guys have tried the clear build chatterbait. They say it's supposed to be, for more finessey presentation if the bass are finicky. Maybe so. Maybe it works. I don't know. Yeah, the stealth blades, what they call it. So Yeti's bought 2 of them. Have you fished with them yet? Yeti Whisperer? Not yet. No. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to run to my boat garage real quick and grab you one of my favorite chatterbaits, the one I'm telling you that's disconnected. So you're going to be staring at my wall for a second, but I'll be quick about it so I can show you what these things look like that I absolutely love. Be right back. Okay, back. I remember what it's called. It's called the rumble fish. Here it is. Here's a black and blue one. It just looks like a chatterbait. This one has kind of a dark blade. It has these holes in the blade though, and I know those holes help the action somehow. I don't know how, but these things are great fish catchers, the rumble fish. If you can ever find any, I would buy them. This is a great one. I'll show you. I got 4 different colors here. This is one of my favorites. It's the bluegill color because we have so many bluegill here. And they make a bluegill with a green blade, and I like the green blade better. And I'm going to show you what the green blade looks like on another one I have here. Great chatterbait. I wish they made these things. In fact, the company, I sent them a message on Facebook, and they said they would make me more. And then they dropped off the face of the earth and have never responded. I've sent them probably like 10 different messages. They still make spinnerbaits and other things, but they don't make the chatterbaits anymore, the bladed jigs. Here's their green pumpkin. And let me show you the white. This has that green blade I was telling you about that I've had lots of luck with, this green blade. It's pretty unique. I haven't seen another bladed jig that has the green blades like this. But for me, it's a big confidence thing. Whenever I'm throwing one of these, man, they just work great. Yeah, it does have a big jig head on it. They have really good hooks. Rarely will you lose a fish on them. But the rumble fish bladed jig is not made anymore. But whoever asked me that, I forget now which guy asked me my favorite bladed jig. That's it. And I'm down to a handful. Once they're gone, they're gone. Yeah, that's a good question, Piero Ferraro. Does anyone notice a higher number of catches with the jackhammer as opposed to the original? Does the price really make a difference? Well, I think it does. I've fished quite a few tournaments with pros as a co-angler, and they all seem to think that it does. I was fishing with Stephen Brown. Is Stephen Browning the dad or the son? Stephen Browning, I think. The dad is the one I was fishing with. He's been a tour pro for years and years and years. And we were fishing at the Open Championship 2 years ago out at Table Rock Lake as well. And we were fishing around these cedar trees, and he took out a white 3/4 ounce jackhammer and was throwing it around these long rows of cedar trees that were like in 30 feet of water. And he dropped that jackhammer down there, and he swears by the jackhammer that it's the best thing going. Now, he is sponsored by them, but I fished with him all day, and he actually used the bait, so he's a big believer in it. Let's see. What are you saying there, Dad Bod? You love huge jig heads. Saying something about hand-tied skirts and painted head. Skirt does stay on the jackhammer very well. What's your favorite jackhammer trailer or your favorite bladed jig trailer? What do you guys use? I'll tell you, mine is the Zacco. I know that's what Brett Hite recommended when he came out with a jackhammer, and I started using it, and I absolutely love it. I think it works great. And unlike most Yamamoto baits, they're really tough. They're very durable compared to like a Cinco. You know, a Cinco lasts one fish, but that Zacco works great. The Yodo worm, huh? Interesting. Okay, let me hit on a couple of other things here, and then we'll give our last box away. All right, next giveaway. I'm going to be doing a video on Wednesday, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to the Cowboy, huh? I've heard the Cowboy's pretty sweet. I haven't tried the Cowboy, though. I've thought a lot about the Cowboy, if that makes any difference, but I have not bought that thing yet. I've not tried the Demiki Fluke either, Guggen Slayer. Fish hog tackle. I've seen a lot more fish hog tackle ads and stuff. I didn't know they were here in KC, though. I might have to try some of those. How much do those cost, Kick Your Bass? Next giveaway. Wednesday, I'm going to do a video, and I'm either going to do a live video or just submit a video. $3.99 on sale right now. Good. The Rapture. Yeah. Huh, interesting. Spunk shad. Okay, so here's what I'm doing on that giveaway. I'm going to do a comparison video of these two boxes. Now, if you watch my individual boxes on them, you've already seen them, but this is Monster Bass's version of basically a crappie panfish box, basically. And this is Lucky's panfish box. So I'm going to do a video comparing both of these, and then I'm going to give these away. Here's what I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to give the whole thing away or if I'm going to break them open and just give lures away. What would you guys prefer? If I give an entire box away or break open the lures and just give the individual lures away? Spunk shad. Sweet. What's your opinion? Entire box or lures? All right. One says, how about 2 lures a person? That's a good idea. Another one says, break open the lures. Okay. So maybe that's what I'll do is I'll do a live video Wednesday, and I'll announce it on my Instagram page as well. And we'll give away individual baits. maybe the way we'll do it is I'll have you guys guess some things like I did with how many crankbaits are in the box, and whoever's closest will win, something like that. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be the next giveaway. I'm going to do another live as well next week, and we'll probably have a video prior to that maybe gives something else away. I'm also going to do a mega unboxing video. It's probably not a giveaway video, but it's a mega unboxing I'm going to do. And I'm going to do this the day after Christmas. And this is kind of my idea here. If you ever have been to England or gone to England, they have, you know, we have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then our holidays, Christmas holidays over. In England, they have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas is called Boxing Day. And where that came from is, I think I got this right. The day after Christmas, they would give boxes away to like the postal workers and stuff like that. And they called it Boxing Day. And Boxing Day is a holiday in England like Christmas, the day after Christmas. So I'm going to do not Boxing Day, but I'm going to do Unboxing Day. So day after Christmas, I'm going to have a huge unboxing day. And it should be pretty cool. Let me show you some things that I'm going to be unboxing. I've got Tackle Warehouse. Tackle Warehouse. Japanese swim bait. Another swim bait. I've got, let me grab my other box here. I got a big box here from Discount Tackle. I got a box from Missile Baits. And I've got some Monster Bass boxes that I bought in their Monster Bass box sale that I'll be opening as well. So it's going to be a ginormous unboxing day event, day after Christmas. And I can tell you right off the bat, I know that on unboxing day, I am going to be giving away some of those Monster Bass lures. That I know for sure I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, I love Missile Baits too. Missile Baits has these new packs out, like new kits, like pond fishing kit and punching kit and flipping kit. I decided to buy some of those kits to see what's in them. So that will be part of the unboxing. And I got other stuff I'm going to be unboxing that I haven't mentioned. It'll be a lot of fun, and that will be day after Christmas. And I will let you know what time. I'll post it on Instagram or something so that you guys know when I'm doing that live video, and it should be pretty sweet. Let's see if there's anything else I was going to mention to you guys. I think that's it. Did I announce the third Strike King winner? I don't think I did I? I don't think I announced it. Let me look here. Okay, so the first winner was of the Strike King box was David O'Hara. The second winner was C Big Hill 75. And the third and final winner for tonight is C Lemansky. C Lemansky, you are the winner. So thank you guys for watching and participating. I really appreciate your comments. I appreciate your support, watching the videos. It means a lot to me. And I'm going to be doing tons more giveaways. So you guys that are my loyal listeners, we're going to find ways to make sure you win some stuff, because it means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. If you are a winner, I'll just repeat this one last time. If you're a winner, please DM me at Mr. Bass TV. Mr. Bass TV is my Instagram account. And if you guys are not subscribing to my Instagram, please do so that you can see when I hold my next live videos. I will post on my Instagram what time I'm going to be doing the panfish video on Wednesday, and then what time I'll be doing the mega unboxing day video on the day after Christmas. Thanks, Dad Bod. I really appreciate you, man. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch. I know there's a ton of guys you could be watching, and you got to take up your time to sit with me, and it means a lot. I do appreciate it. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap up. Thanks again. And I will, like I said, I got other videos posting between now and Wednesday, but let's connect and do the panfish live video Wednesday. I hope to see all you guys there. And if I don't see you, have a Merry Christmas, and hope you get to spend lots of time with your family. And with that, I'm going to end here in 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Kick Your Bass. See you, buddy.